Hey, hold up there. First time in Good Neighbor? You can't go walking around without insurance.
Koji, man.
You better back off, or you're the one who's gonna need insurance.
Well, hey, all right. We'll just say your insurance is paid up for now, okay?
Whoa, time out. Someone steps through the gate the first time, they're a guest.
Well, Mr. Valentine, I thought you had forgotten about little me.
May have walked out of the den, Irma, but I'd never walk out on you.
Amari's downstairs, you big flirt. Here for Amari. She's downstairs.
You got the memory pod loaded up? Oh, you're not Irma.
Hi.
Good Neighbor's crazy. Thefts, murders, worse. Sometimes you just gotta escape a little to make it through the day.
I hear you. It's a mess out there.
It's rough in the best of days. But now, you ever listen to the Silver Shroud? That's what we need, no matter how...
My family and I used to listen to every new episode.
You mean when they first aired? How? The last broadcast was hundreds of years ago.
I was in cryogenic storage for a long time. I only just woke up.
Oh man, that's amazing! You're just like Mr. Abominable from episode 83.
Wasn't he a caveman?
Yeah, that's the one. They found... Boy, if you just woke up...
Uh-huh. It seems like people are finally rebuilding and recovering from the nuclear war.
Maybe in some parts, like Diamond City, but over... What if the Silver Shroud was real? With his blood...
Right.
I got a plan to bring him to life.
Good on you.
Making the world better is the...
Sure.
I just have to do something, you know? I've built my own custom... But to make this work, I still need the most important piece. The genuine Silver Shroud costume herself. And they actually got one here in Boston.
As it happens, I already have your costume.
There she is, pretty as the posters. The Silver Shroud costume herself. And memorabilia, too? You're something else. Together with my gun, everything's all set.
Here you go.
After all these years, the Silver Shroud is born again. But there's just one problem. I'm just not Silver Shroud material. I could be Rhett Reinhardt, or his butler, Jarvie Blake. But the Shroud is strong, capable.
Come on, don't say...
I got a better idea. You up for being the Silver Shroud? You already got your own origin story and everything. What with the cryovault and all.
If I go along with this...
If it'll get you to help, sure.
Looks like I get to be the Shroud.
The cost... Here's... calling cards, I guess. When you dispatch justice, leave them behind. That way, everyone knows the Silver Shroud has returned. Time to fight crime!
Uh-huh.
Galaxy News Radio. When evil walks the streets of Boston, one man lurks in the shadows, shielding the innocent, judging the guilty. That guardian is the Silver Shroud. Today's episode, a slaying in Scully Square.
Doctor... Sorry?
Yes? Wait, I know you. You're on the railroad. What's this all about?
This one's all yours, Nick.
We need a memory dig, Amari, but it's not going to be easy. The perp, Kellogg, is already cold on the floor.
Are you two mad? Putting aside the fact that you're asking me to defile a corpse, you don't realize that the memory simulators require intact, living brains to function.
I mean, technically, the corpse was defiled already.
This dead brain had...
Fine. I'll take a look. But no...
Here's what I could...
What's this? This isn't a brain. This is... Wait. That's the hippocampus. And this thing attached to it? A neural interface?
Those circuits look awfully familiar.
I'm not surprised. From what I've...
Uh-huh. Skip to the good part, Doc.
We plugged the brain implant into Mr...
Hell, why not?
I appreciate this, Nick.
You can thank...
Whenever you're ready, Mr. Valentine. Just sit down.
If I start cackling like an old grizzled mercenary, pull me out, okay?
Let's see here. I need you to keep talking to me, Mr. Valentine. Any slight change in your cognitive function could be dire. Are you feeling any different?
There's a lot of flashes. Static. I can't make sense of any of it, Doc.
That's what I was afraid of. The mnemonic impressions are encoded. It appears the Institute has one last failsafe. There's a lock on the memories in the implant.
Tell me you have a way past this, Doc.
Let me think.
Uh-huh.
Reload book. He'll act as a host.
All right.
Just sit down over there.
See you on the other side.
Initiating brainwave migration between the transplant and the host. Mnemonic activity coming from the transplant. It's degenerated, but it's there. We're going to load you into the strongest memories we can find. They might not be stable. Just hold on. Can you hear me? Ah, good. The simulation appears to be working, although the memories are quite fragmentary. I'll try to step you through the intact memories and hope we find one that gives us some clue to the Institute's location. There. This is the earliest intact memory I can find.
I was such a dummy back then. What did I know about how the world worked? I think now she wanted me to kill him. I should have. Instead, I ended up running away.
Remember, you
I told
are
myself I wanted to
experiencing
find
memories as
somewhere
Kellogg.
out from under
This
the
may
thumb
prove
of the
disorienting
NCR and all
first.
their rules. But really, I was running from the guilt of not protecting her from Dad. Yeah, it doesn't matter now, though. Mom knew how it was. She wasn't soft, but she loved me.
This doesn't seem to be
in her
what we're
way.
looking for.
And she protected me from
There
Dad.
appears to be another intact memory.
That cost her
still
more than
in
a few
temporal
beatings.
sequence. There. Try that one.
Whatever made me think that a guy like me should have a daughter?
Let's keep looking.
No,
I'll connect you to the
I
next
never
intact
deserved
memory.
her. Not for 1 second.
How did you think this was gonna end, Kellogg? You thought you could just fuck with us, and we wouldn't fuck with you? Just so you know,
I found another
they
memory. to
died
try.
like
I'll connect
dogs. And you weren't there to help them.
Mind if we sit down?
Suit yourself.
So, I hear you'll take care of people's problems. Is that right?
If you pay me.
Well, we seem to be getting closer. Try this next one.
Mr. Kellogg, I'm glad you decided to meet with me.
So, you're with the Institute. I wanted to see for myself if you really existed.
We do, as you can see.
What do you want?
It's...
The first synths weren't all that impressive. I'm good, but I'm not that good. But the Institute could always make more, and kept making them better each time. They still give me the creeps, but you have to get used to them if you want to work with the Institute.
Come to my attention that you've been rather disruptive of our operations lately. This must stop.
I do what people pay me to do. If that's a problem for you, I could see only one way out.
And what's that, Mr. Kellogg?
If I'm working for you, there's no more problem. From what I hear, you can afford me.
I don't think you fully understand the situation you're...
You heard all sorts of rumors about the Institute. But I figured they were just a convenient boogeyman for anything bad that ever happened. They were real, all right. They didn't know anything about operating on the surface. Relied on their synths for everything. They had the resources I needed, and I had the expertise they needed. Turned into a permanent arrangement, which suited me just fine. I think I do.
Very well. B-748, initiate. Impressive. We may have something to talk about after all.
Getting warmer. One of these has got to tell us something. We're running out of brain here. There's one that looks mostly intact. Connecting now.
Cryogenic stasis suspended.
Vault computers are still working. That's good. Checking through the logs. Hopefully it's all...
Just find him.
Pod C6, down the hall near the end.
This is the one. Here.
Open it. The eggheads never liked taking orders from a dirty, contaminated degenerate like me. But they needed me, and I made sure they knew it. Even then, I knew it was a mistake leaving him alive. I understood that kind of revenge. No one better. But I was cocky enough to assume I could handle some soft, pre-war vault dweller, even if he somehow got thawed out. At least I know those Institute bastards will soon get what's coming to them, too. If he could take me out, I'm glad I didn't have to kill the kid. I'm not saying I haven't done it, but, I never liked to. And yeah, I guess it did remind me of
intact memory.
Her.
Whenever you're ready.
Yeah, I'm a cold-hearted.
Is that your son? This appears to be a very recent memory. So, good news, I think.
Wasn't my idea to settle down with the kid in the middle of Diamond City. I thought it was a terrible idea, actually. But it was one of the old man's pet projects, so here we were. Me and the kid. Like a happy little family. I ended up kind of liking it. A reminder of what my life might have been if things had turned out differently. But there's no going back. I knew it was just temporary. It'd be back to normal business before too long.
Kellogg.
It's okay. One of these days you're gonna get your head blown off just barging in here like that.
Minimizing my exposure to civilians is a priority.
Forget I said anything. So what's the big crisis this time?
New orders for you. One of our scientists has left the Institute.
Left? As in?
He's gone rogue. Name's Dr. Brian Virgil. We know he's hiding somewhere in the glowing sea. Here's his file.
Wow. Some heads are gonna roll for this. Capture and return, or just elimination?
Elimination. He was working on a highly classified program.
No kidding. One of the top bioscience boys? Damn. So, I guess you're taking the kid back with you.
Affirmative. Your only mission is to locate and eliminate Virgil.
You're taking me home to my father?
Yes. Stand next to me and hold still.
Okay.
X688. Ready to relay with Sean.
Bye, Mr. Kellogg. I hope I see you again soon.
Bye.
Teleportation. Now it all makes sense. Nobody's found the entrance to the Institute because there is no entrance. Let me pull you out of there as soon as you're ready. okay? I don't know what kind of side effects the procedure might have. No one's ever done this before. How do you feel?
Feels like you can take on the world in there, doesn't it?
Not too shabby.
That keep trying to come true. It's all over but the cry, and I can't get.
Dr. Amari.
Let's start over. How are you feeling?
I'm okay, Doctor.
That's good. But are you ready?
We got what we needed.
Yes.
Don't look at me, Doctor. This stuff is being...
Let me think. What about that memory involved?
I like it.
The memories?
If we need to find
If you're going to...
I'll find a way to get through the rats. Don't worry.
Good luck. By the way,
Nick.
Hope you got what you were looking for inside my head. I was right. I should have killed you when you were on ice.
Kellogg? Is that you?
What? What are you talking about?
You sounded like Kellogg just then.
Did I? Huh. Amari said there might be some mnemonic impressions left over. Anyway, I feel fine, so let's get going. Or I could head back to Diamond City, since you've got company already.
I'll see you around, Nick.
Good luck out there. So, Crocker went amateur butcher on pool.
Oh, new face walks into my store. And you're not even screaming yet. Very polite.
Got any work?
I do, actually. Super mutants have taken over the... You get those lumbering...
I don't think that's enough money to cover clearing out a whole building.
You got a good point.
It's not just the cost of ammunition. Danger means doctor's fees.
Yeah.
Actually, I already took care of those super mutants.
You did? Huh. Now that's service for you. Here's your money. Oh, and why don't you take this old book of mine? Been holding on to it for a while. If you ever happen to go back there.
Daisy.
Means a lot to me that you made the library a safer place.
I'll take a look, sure.
It's a little bit of everything.
Would it be possible to speak off?
Hey.
All right.
Excuse me, Paladin Dance?
There's still that off-the-record matter I'd like to discuss. Do you have time now?
Absolutely. Go ahead.
Thank you. This is difficult for me to say.
When you were first placed under my sponsorship, despite all that, this has turned out to be a rewarding experience. For both of us. At this point, honestly, I don't feel like there's anything else I could teach you about being a Brotherhood soldier. It's apparent from your attitude and your actions that you intend to...
I know there's more you want to say. Go on.
Yes, I'm getting to that. Let me start at the beginning.
I grew up alone in the capital wasteland. When I was a bit older and had a few caps to my name, I moved into Rivet City and opened a junk stand.
While I was there, I met a guy named Cutler. We got along pretty well. Watched each other's backs and kept each other out of trouble.
When the Brotherhood came through on a recruiting run, we felt like it was a way out of our nowhere lives. So we joined up.
I'm glad you had greater ambitions than just selling junk.
Once I saw what the Brotherhood had to offer, there was no comparison. Anyway, about a year after we were posted to the Prydwen, Cutler vanished on a scouting op. It took almost... Those wretched abominations had slaughtered everyone but Cutler. He should have been. The mutant bastards used their FEV to change him into one of their own kind. He wasn't Cutler anymore.
Are you sure there wasn't...
The FEV effect is irreversible.
You did the right thing.
It's what I was taught. I don't know if it was ever since Cutler, but I'd never consider any of them to be It's a good feeling, but I don't want to go through.
It would never be that way with me.
I'm sorry if I seem confused.
I just thought you deserved it. If you feel that I've overstepped my bounds...
Whatever the case may be.
Well, hello. Everything here is guaranteed.
Sure.
Let's get you outfitted.
Don't overdo it. We have a lot
now,
of...
I know you had old Finn handled back there, but a mayor's gotta make a point sometimes. You alright?
I'm fine. Thanks for taking care of him.
Good. Now don't let this incident take good neighbors of the people for the people.
Yeah.
Good. You stay. So long as you remember who's in...
Sing it, brother.